I'm working with Victor today on desensitizing him to some new plastic on the end of a whip stick. He hasn't seen this before, so it will be his first reaction. I've tried to hide it from him as I brought him into the arena. He's very relaxed right now. He's the kind of horse who can go from this to out of here in a nanosecond. So don't be fooled by his demeanor. He's wearing the remote control pulser here, and I have the on-off switch here. And we'll be using it to calm him as we introduce the stressor and remove the stressor. He's usually a pretty good sport about this because we've been using equine stress control therapy on him for a long time now. He's probably our best client. Every time we introduce something new, we go through this little routine. So over the years, the routine has become shorter and shorter, and he's become more and more responsive. And we'll see how he does today. Are you ready, Vic? First thing we'll do is we'll bring out the stressor and we'll see his reaction on a scale of 0 to 10, how he does when he sees it. Walk. So I'm going to keep it away from him. He knows the stick part because he's seen sticks. And I'm going to keep it here and show it to him. And now I'm going to open it so he'll see that it is amorphous. It does change shape. He's not particularly scared of it. When I start moving it, he backs off. So that's what we're going to work on, is we're going to work on having him stand quietly while these plastics flap around. If it were just the string, he would be fine with that. I can touch him all over the body with just a string. It's this new element that's disturbing to him. So we'll put it on the ground. I'll ask him to stand next to me. I'll turn the pulser on. Now he's being pulsed left, right. There's a pad here and a pad here. We'll just let this run for a minute. There are flies out today. We have sprayed him, but they're still out. So he's calming now. I'll pick this up again, just the same way I did before, keeping it away from him first, letting him touch it, then opening it up and beginning to flap. So at this distance from him, he's okay. I brought it closer. He took a step back, which is an improvement over the last time where he stiffened. So I'm going to let him touch it again, then remove it, turn the pulser off, and have a little break with him. The break is important. I'll stay between him and the stressor. The break is just as important as the therapy, because this is when the horse settles into what he just learned and he absorbs the in-body experience of having survived that stress. This time I'll walk him between, see how he's not wanting to, he's looking to me. So I'll ask without pulsing, because it's not moving, step up, good boy. Let's go look at it. Okay, so we've had a little break. He's licking and chewing. We've had a little experience here. I'll back him up. And we'll try our session one more time. I'll turn it on. Pick it up. Have him look at it. So this normally would be a signal for him to back up. Step up. Step up. Come, step up. Come, Mulo. There's a good boy. Good boy. So I'll turn it off now. And I'll see if he'll let me touch him without it. First we'll get him used to it around his mouth. He's staying, so I'm not going to pulse him. It's a little stiff. There we go. Good boy. Oh, I pull it away. I repeat. I pull it away. This time I'll try his cheek. Okay, he stepped back, so I'll turn the pulsar on again. You're trying to shake it off, aren't you? Just like we try to shake off fear. So does he. He tries to shake off fear. Let's try that with the pulsar. First we'll do the nose. Then we'll do the cheek. I'll ask for him to bring his head down a little bit. That's a boy. I'll ask him to bring his head down again. Good boy. Now the wind has picked up, so we'll just leave that there for a minute. He seems okay with that. So I'll go to the neck. Now through his association with having been desensitized to the rope and the stick before, over the years, he's more accepting of this because he understands that it is a similar sequence. So in his filing cabinet of memories, that's where he's going to. What have I experienced in my life that's similar to this? And what did I do? I seem to have survived it, I recall. So I'll just stand here and see what happens. I'll turn it off. And we'll take a little break. Again, the break is as important as the therapy. Walk. It's important for the therapist too, because you don't want to get wound up working with your horse. You want to stay relaxed too. So as you're trying to relax him, you go into your quiet self and you find a little place of quiet and you restore your energy so that you're neutral. So we've worked on one side, let's work on the other side. Different horse. We'll get a scale 0 to 10. How is he? He's pretty reactive. I'll see if I can keep him here. So we'll pulse him again. We'll let him sniff it. Good. As soon as I see him settle, I try to let go of the rope and not pull his head towards it. So we'll see if we can go to the cheek. He seems to be more defensive on, watch it. He seems to be more defensive on this side with it. Step up, good boy. So we'll ask him to look at it low. It's also moved off the tip. He notices that. Good boy. Good boy. He knows what good boy means. So if I say good boy, I feel he gives me a response to that. So he's still being pulsed now. Good boy. We'll go closer to his neck. Good boy. So what I'm doing is I'm rubbing him with the tip, and it's not a silly kind of rubbing, it's a judicious rubbing so that he's getting a scratch, and he likes that. So I'm using what he likes to help him through this stress. Good boy. So we'll take a break, turn it off. Let's walk. Shake it off, Victor. Shake it off. I like that he keeps his head low as he's walking with me. We'll see what he does now as we see it on the ground here. Step up. Step up. Come on, Mulito. Step up. Don't fall asleep on me. Good boy. Let's see what it's doing down here. Good boy. We'll just let him veg here with it for a sec. All right. So we will continue working with this down his body. First I'll drape it on me so he knows I'm not fooling him. No, you can look at it. See that? See that? Now he's not being pulsed, so we'll see how he does when I go to his nose, his cheek, his neck, and his shoulder, where we have been before. And then I'll just start working him. He's not being pulsed, so he's okay with this. So the plastics trailed down his leg and he moved. We'll try it again without the pulsar. Again, I'm using that scratching because I think he enjoys that. And I'm hoping he'll focus more on what he enjoys than what he doesn't. So this is where he moved away the last time. Let's see what he does. He's good. He is good. So we'll go take a walk now. Then we'll try the other side without the pulsar. You can walk with me, you just don't have to turn. Walk. The plastic is making noise like a snake as it trails along the ground. Come on. That's a boy. Come on. That's a boy. You're making me dizzy. There you go. All right. Come on. One more time. So I'm anticipating more reactivity on this side, but we'll see. What happened? The wind is a little bit more active now, too. So I think he knows what's going to happen. We're going to go to the cheek. Good boy. We'll go to the neck. And if he should ever bolt, I just let go of the rope. I don't try to hold him. So again, we're going to try to go down to his hind end. I'll spend a little more time doing it this time. What's up? What's up? Let's try it again. Well, let's let him see it flap. There we go. There we go. So his head is up. He stood, but his head is up. So I'm going to pulse him and get him relaxed again. Not because he was particularly reactive, but just because I want him to relax. Yep, shake it off again. It's a good thing. So we'll try that again. I'll show it to him this way. Stand. Come. Good boy. Good boy. This time I'll go directly to his shoulder because I think he can handle it. I'm just going to keep it on him and move with him. He tends to be more protective of his hind end on this side. He wants to see it. All righty. Stand. Stand. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Easy. Good boy. Good boy. I use all the language that I would normally use if I were riding him or training him. These are words that he understands. All right. We're going to walk with it now as though it were a banner. Pulsar is off. Walk. Let's walk. Come on. I'll hold it tight first so it's not flapping. Walk. Walk. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Let's get going. Shake it off. So as we start walking, he's going to focus more on walking and less on the stick. And as we're walking, I'll just let it open. I'll hold it higher. I'm doing the walking. You seem to be doing the circling. Now I'm going to change hands with it, but keep it closed. And we'll walk this way. Walk. Walk. Come on. Walk. Good boy. Shake it off, Victor. Shake it off, that's right. So now I'll open it, since the wind isn't blowing. Come on. There you go. Good boy. So now I'll stand next to him, right next to him with it. No, you're going to stand next to me. Step up. Come on. Step up. Yeah, step up. Come on. Step up. One more step. Come on. Good boy. So stand here. Bring your head down. There we go. Down a little more. Down. There we go. No, no, no. Easy. I'm not pulsing him now. I'm just working with him. Good boy. A little more. There we go. We'll just stand here with it. Head down. It's his nap time too. They had breakfast, it's time to sleep. Bring your head down. There we go. We'll see what the wind does. Head down. Head down. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm going to start raising it up a little higher as he's relaxing with it. That does not mean his head has to go up. See, just because I raised it doesn't mean you have to raise your head. But that's the reaction that horses give you. When you first raise something, their heads go up too. So let's try this side. Relax. No, I want your head to stay down as I go up with it. There we go. Head down. Head down. Head down. Good boy. So there we go. That's where I want him. So in a next session, I would continue desensitizing him with this, and eventually I would be in the saddle with him, carrying this, just like I do the banner that I have. But for Victor, a banner and this are not the same thing. So you have to work through both. You can't just assume that he's going to behave the same way with two different objects. He's an Arabian, and that's who he is. He's been this way since I've had him, and that's been 12 years now, 13 years. So this is how we work with one another. Right now he's not being pulsed, and I'll put him back out with the other horses, and he'll have a chance to relax, and then in a day or two I'll retest him.